I found something truly amazing. Truly amazing. Something that makes my nose hairs stand on end just thinking about it. What we got here is one of those horrible rip-off films trying its best to imitate the original. Like one of those Pod People, except if it was created by Tommy Wiseau. As you could probably guess by now, Panda Warrior is a giant rip-off of Kung Fu Panda. But where Kung Fu Panda is charming and funny, this is long, boring, and confusing. They originally made this in China as The Adventures of Jin Bo, which means to hug or embrace according to translations. Sounds a lot better than that cheap knockoff name that Bang Zoom did, the company that did the English translations. Bang Zoom. Wow. That might as well be 90% of Charlie Sheen's characters. Oh, wait. According to IMDb, this company has done many voiceovers with several animes and cartoons, and has done sound production on TV shows. It really seems like they have a good track record. So that begs the question, what the fudge went wrong here? I mean, I can tell that they didn't have much to work with here, but still, if it's that bad a movie in China, why even give it the time of day here? Did poor old Rob Schneider need his month's rent money? Whatever the case, this thing freaking exists, and I had to view it with my eyeballs, so I'm gonna complain about it on the internet. So original! As I was watching the film, I kept checking how long I was into it, unable to believe how little time had passed with each check. This movie is where time goes to die, as well as your time while watching this mound of dung made into 3D animation. I really have a hard time finding any real redeeming qualities to it. It's not even funny how bad it is. It's just bad. Let's get this horror show on the road, I guess.
Time of the warlords. Battles rage.
Jesus! When I said horror show, I didn't actually mean it. Holy crap! And this is supposed to be a movie for kids? There are legit dead bodies and people are being stabbed and shot to death in the first 5 seconds of the goddamn film. What rating is this again? Well, it says family approved on the DVD cover, so PG? How did this get past censors again? Shot to the heart! Damn it, if I cover every single thing wrong with this movie, I'll be here until Rob Schneider gets good at acting. And if this film is any indication of Schneider's abilities...
Where am I?
Well, I'm convinced. My grandfather was the Panda Warrior.
Ah, my tail! Let go of my tail!
My beard will be as white as Shyamalan's cast of Last Airbender. Speaking of voice actors, who else really needed a paycheck? Haley Duff, because you can only ride your sister's fame for so long. Norm Macdonald and Tom Kenny? No, Tom, why? Were you that hard up for money? Seriously, you're working with Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon. Isn't that enough? Are times really getting that bad over there in Hollywood? Whatever. Once we get past the gore fest of a beginning and after we are shown that our protagonist is actually a lazy warrior who barely knows any skills in fighting, just like another panda we know. And according to IMDb, he's supposed to be a peace-loving soldier, but...
Take
I think there might be a typo here. I'm getting a little ahead of myself, so enough procrastinating from me. The movie at least wastes no time. Things like developing character traits or creating tension, that stuff's boring. Because who needs personality when there's a sudden bloody battle? However, something seems rather off. Those aren't soldiers like in the previous clip, but charging animals. Nothing else is shown attacking the camp, so I'm guessing those bulls somehow fired that volley of flaming arrows. And the best part is when they mention what this army is called.
The enemy is near! It's the enemy! Run!
I hate my life so much right now. So we go through a confusing chase scene and the warrior is transformed into a panda once he's teleported to a magical land called Maryland. Okay then. Once in Maryland, he... Fudge! Mind the personal space! Back up about 2 steps! With a face like that, you could scare Alfred Hitchcock enough he would want to make a horror film about you. Oh, wait. Okay, so yeah, more pointless scenes, unfunny fart humor, and oh god, yeah. I really need to talk about this problem. There are no smooth transitions from scene to scene. They just vanish from one digitally rendered map to another. Look at this, for example.
You're going down, Panda!
I didn't even edit that scene. That's just how the movie is. They teleported from 3 separate locations within a few minutes from each other. Sans ain't even that goddamn fast. And another thing that is jarring is the sudden quality change in both scenery and characters. I just don't understand how one scene can be so smooth and the next be so jagged and worn out as a 1920s silent film. God, what I wouldn't give to be watching Charlie Chaplin right now. Same thing goes for the detail in the characters. The panda, who for some ungodly reason is named Patrick. Maybe I can watch something good with Tom Kenny in it after this. Oh God, pre-movie! Pre-movie! Damn it, Tom, you're getting me off track. Right, the panda. His fur is heavily detailed and overall looks like some effort went into him, and yet, oh God, he looks like Sackboy's mentally challenged cousin. Oh, and don't worry, I'll be getting back to you later. Anyways, moving on from the long and horrible dialogue that sounds more like dribble than actual words and a stupid, pointless fight scene between a giant spider and our 2 heroes.
What is that scary thing? That's a lot of teeth.
That's a lot of teeth!
That's solved with more farting. We get...
Where did you get that necklace?
our man of the hour. There's good old Tom giving his best half-assed acting. Seriously, I think he's just doing funny voices at this point. It's okay, right? I mean, it's a kung fu movie. It's gotta have some good action scenes in it, right? For the love of Christmas! Can't this goddamn movie do anything right? They're not even touching each other! They're gently brushing the wind around themselves! You know what? Nah, this is a great movie. It's a great movie on what not to do! So after pointless fighting, pointless walking, our heroes run into a village of spooging onions in trouble and run to save them cause...
Weird onion animals or not, it's inhuman.
No! The humane thing is to have this movie euthanized, so it doesn't breed. Upon beating up some mind-controlled cats, they come up to Tom Kenny's other half-assed act at being a tree spirit. Funnily enough, this character's name is the same name Tom's old girlfriends gave him. Old Stumpy. After more of the Star Wars prequel style fighting and this scene again, the most stupid Deus Ex Machina plot device literally descends from the heavens to heal old Stumpy of his corruption. I'm not kidding! This character comes back several times to fix several large problems. And as soon as he fixes them, he ascends into the plot hole he traveled out of. So after a couple more painful transitions, we are introduced to the bad guy that looks more like a mutant offspring of Old MacDonald screwing around with his cow. And I have it on good authority that she went E-I, ooh, that night. But it seems that our friends though, and I put that term loosely, can't take the bull by the horns. So how do they get out of this one?
Don't forget me!
Ready? Wonder 7 battle array! Welcome, MisterSkids, to the newest sensational game show that's sweeping the nation. Choose that joke!
What?
Today we have 3 great prizes to go with this scene. Choose wisely so you can get the most laughs from your viewers. Choice 1 is the fabulous 90s show that many people will feel nostalgia for.
It's morphin' time!
Choice number 2 is an iconic anime style that can earn points from the otakus and weebawoos.
Cosmic power! Sailor power!
And last, but certainly not least, one of the most classic spirited team themes of them all.
Can you?
Joyce! Showdown!
Rikkum! And together we are...
So, Mr. Skids, which would you prefer?
Since you kind of played all 3 of those, doesn't it make it pointless to do them again? Yeah, I thought so. So they defeat this guy with a cliffhanger. I bet you're all wondering by now why I'm not actually doing this entire movie scene by scene and explaining the story. That's because of the lacking thereof, and what it does have is just plain freaking confusing. It goes from something insanely simple to insanely complicated. Let me explain. The story starts out with everything at war. All nations and countries, apparently, which in itself sounds kinda stupid, but simple enough, right? Nope, we can't have that. Much like how Kanye West can't have the camera off of him for more than 5 seconds. Once we enter the world of Maryland, it changes to a story about a dark, evil lord taking over. Again, fairly simple story arc. That is, until King Lion Norm Old McDonald tells us some of the stupidest bologna I've heard in a long time.
You see, the Dragon Ball of Light powers Maryland, and it used to also maintain the peace. It was guarded by Hope and Faith, the 2 heavenly whales, until one day when Hope absorbed far too much power from the Dragon Ball. The poor creature lost its mind and suddenly began destroying Maryland. It was then that the legendary Panda warrior came down from the heavens. He quickly defeated Hope, turning her back to her normal self. But during the ceremony, a despicable rat with a despicable plan snuck into Maryland from an evil parallel dimension. Using his dark magic, he merged Hope and himself into one, declaring himself the evil master of all Maryland, transforming himself into a terrifying 9-headed snake. He was too powerful for anyone to resist.
Not even the Zelda timeline is as convoluted as this crap. This movie just has no goddamn direction. At least one direction had some idea where to go. I think my drummer just quit. So screw going to scene. I just want to get this done and over with as soon as possible so I can save some of my mental capacity before this movie steals it all away. I'm gonna move to the next big thing wrong with this movie. Way too many characters. Remember when I said they didn't bother really giving any character traits other than the bare bones of these characters? They instead replace them with a ton of extra side characters with, quote-unquote, quirks. Even Shyamalan has better character traits than these, though. Where his are laughably stupid and confusing, these are just painful and confusing. For the most part, they're your stereotypical one-sided extras. You got the smart one, the cute one, the stupid one, and as for quirks, I mean, this one chicken character is constantly being a nuisance, so the other characters will tell him to go fetch. Oh god, what? Wouldn't it make more sense if they had the dog do that? I mean, he is a dog after all. Some of the characters, I guess you could call cute, but their underused qualities as well as annoying quirks really kills any resemblance of making them likable. So, after the annoying backstory and then an annoying complete rip-off training scene later, the king tells them they're ready to go face the evil snake thing and sends them on their way. But within 5 minutes of doing so, they discover that it's castle is freaking flying through the sky and is always moving. And then the walking plank over here says that they have to visit the Great Master to find out where it is. Again, what? Why did we need to waste the time to go all the way to find this freaking extra pointless character that we never see again, mind you, just to find a castle when it's just as easy to have the king give them what they need? To have the 7 wonders captured, of course. Off screen. Completely avoiding an entire scene that could have made some good drama. Couldn't you have had this happen in a smarter way, like going out to fight an evil band of troops so that they get captured or something? Why? Just why? It's so damn pointless! They took what could have been an okay 45-minute long movie or even a mini TV series and made it into a freaking jumbled mess of pure lazy madness. They could have just had the king tell them where to go, giving them a piece of the castle or whatever they needed. Hell, why is the castle even moving? There is no callback to it. There's no point. It's never mentioned again. And somehow, even though it's flying, they made it up there. No problem. So what's the goddamn point? Pointless. So yeah, they get on the castle and find that their friends are now enemies and corrupted, as Tiggy Nightbuyer greets them with a hail of knives, cause you know, for kids. They defeat Knight's horribly burned, disfigured cousin by...
It's gonna hurt me more than it hurts you!
My god. That's one of the most disgusting visuals I've seen since the naked Donald Trump statue in New York City. Or just maybe spending a few minutes on DeviantArt. So yeah, getting past that disturbing event, they run into more of the super duper corrupted friends and are captured.
We can't hurt our friends!
Good job! Good job being the most worthless heroes ever. Once captured, they are taken to see the reject from the Greek mythos and literally would have freaking died here if not for the sack of crap popping out of nowhere again. Like I said earlier, he just comes out of left field, saves everyone, and vanishes. Oh, by the way, he's supposed to be a Gensing root because, you know, I bet that wasn't some kind of symbolism or anything for Gensing curing maladies or ailments. So, after he cures Sitting Bull over here and farts some poorly made effects, they get to release the Princess of the Dragon Ball. But they find...
I have been waiting for all of you to come here.
It's a trap! Wait. That makes no sense. How did they get trapped? If the bull guy here knows where the princess is, wouldn't he have known that she's still dangling over the pit of green schmooze in another room? And isn't it a little suspicious that she's standing in this colossal-sized room?
I'm the one who fooled you, sucker!
And who the hell was that? I've never seen that bug guy in my life! How did he even betray them? The more this movie goes on, the lazier it frickin' gets. I can almost hear the writers trying to snatch up their freaking paychecks. Why am I putting more effort into this review than the creators of this movie put into Warrior Panda Fu? Oh, I know why. Because I have quality control and standards.
Sure, kid. You say that after making a Donald Trump joke.
What the hell are you doing here? Get off of my show! It's bad enough I have to deal with these annoying pricks for the last near 2 hours without you butting in, you freaking interdimensional abomination! Where was I? Oh yeah. The giant 9-way BG giving snake. Yeah. So after more pointless fighting and a head that spews arrows, 'cause why not? Our heroes find that they cannot win. But insert penis joke here. gets the brilliant idea to use the magical object they got from the purple fox earlier and literally turns himself into a tiki torch.
We must sacrifice one for the sake of all.
We should honor his sacrifice.
Holy... Did he just die? Wow, movie, for as stupid as you are, it takes some balls to do that to your characters. It doesn't excuse how lazy this is, but at least you got a single point for that. They get away from the evil master and find the real princess dangling over the aforementioned poison pit. So, we'll just have the chicken who can peck through rocks fly over there who could surely peck through...
I'm the one to blame.
Or we could just do that. Pointlessly running in, or in this case, charging in bullheaded, am I right? At bull speed ahead, am I right? Yay! Princess acquired. But all is not well in the kingdom. Something stupid this way, Slithers. Fortunately for us, the totally not stolen character from Kung Fu Panda makes a convenient plot hole. Again, I'm not kidding here.
Then why don't we dig a new passage? Huh?
Oh no! It's the snack! But don't worry, a little bit of deadly acid poison stuff won't slow this guy down as he throws himself against the door to protect them all. They all escape into a hole when the scaly scum pushes his way in and... Holy Bologna. I think that brings the total death count up to... Yup, that includes the soldiers in the beginning. And no, the intro sequence doesn't count because it wasn't in the story. So as they get away using the fun slide, the villain actually starts tearing his own place apart.
Oh! Now you f***ed up!
You know what? Nah. I'm just gonna tally that one on an extremely long list of pointless scenes. Ooh, movie. Don't have any more pointless scenes. If you stay like this, I can make a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy joke. Somehow, these idiots find a cave to hide into, which it seems to work at first, and somehow surviving until dawn. Mind you, this is explained in about 3 seconds, preferring to rush the scene and make sure that the audience doesn't get any time to register what's happening. So, the sun rises, and can you guess what happens next?
I can't help it, it's in my nature. Roosters crow at the crack of dawn.
Yep, they get caught and have to run away again. Damn it, movie, you had one job. But all is well. This movie has a happy ending. All the useless, annoying characters get eaten.
Nom, 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 nom.
Damn it, I wish that actually happened. No, we got 10 more minutes of this eyeball garbage.
Here I come to save the day.
Oh, hello, Deus Ex Machina. How is your sex life? They flip the tables and begin the fight back. The musical rainbow helping to hurt and slow down Cobra Commander over here. And at the same time, the Panda Man starts to get his power up. Also, somebody else has decided to join the fray.
Oh, look at that!
Wait a minute! What the hell? Now you're here? Where the crap were you two? These guys were sent on a pretty much suicide mission, all on a hunch that the Panda Warrior was the fabled Panda Warrior. You know, you could have showed up earlier or at least freaking been with the group if they needed your help that badly. Don't you think it would have been a good idea to fight the most powerful evil thing in this realm altogether instead of making your stupid dramatic entrance?
Come to save.
No, you don't even get that joke. You don't deserve it, you selfish dicks. Again, Whatever. It's best not to dwell on the lazy writing aspects of this movie. So Faith starts to bring back all the life in Maryland. Yay! Okay! Well then. That's cool. Are we done yet? Jeebus, does this ever end? You know what? My time is pretty valuable, so...
Get on with it.
Yes, get on with it!
I'd also like to mention that on a side note that these freaking plants are creeping me out, man. So the epic showdown is about to commence when... Oh, even the plants and dog onions have to make a final appearance in this fight. Oh, sure. Hey, you know what else is a good idea? Let's bring back the King Lion guy to fight as well. How about that purple fox character from earlier? I bet she wants to get a couple punches in. Hell, let's go all the way. Let's get that Guan Yu looking son of a gun in here. He can bring all his friends like Soldier number 5 over there. Or maybe even Soldier number 32. I hear he's got quite the nasty burns about your mama and her being so fat. I lie. I want this movie to end. But no, it just keeps going, drawing every last second with its stupid scenes that never seem to end.
Go, go, go! Fight the Windhead! Shadowfeet, fight the Waterhead! Mantis, fight the Icehead!
Oh my god. See what I mean? That was a horribly out of place joke. It just draws you out of the movie longer, adding nothing to the movie. But hey, it shows just how little they did to this guy already. Meaning that if all their friends hadn't shown up, they'd be toast. Buttery cinnamon toast. And with one last big explosion, they finally beat the evil snack god thing and free Hope from the evil spell. I'm the king of the world! You know, now that I think about it, shouldn't it have been Faith that got corrupted? It would have made more sense in a nuanced style. How Faith can lead us down darker roads, but holding on to hope can bring brighter days? It's corny, but at least the message wouldn't have been so convoluted, and it would have felt like there was a lesson here. Well, anyways, at least we got that happy ending with a horrible generic pop song to play us out, showing all those beloved characters. Wait a minute. Is that... What? He's still alive? And look, Taros is here too. How? When? Oh, you are freaking kidding me. You couldn't even stick to your guns and actually kill these characters off? That's minus 50 points. Bringing this movie to a grand total of... And don't you even get me started on the ending credits. There's no way I'm talking about those. Overall, this movie is garbage, with its stupid jokes that go nowhere and its horribly written dialogue. The characters are just cliches of cliches. The editing even I could do better at. The voice acting was about as phoned in as telemarketers near dinner time. And if you think I'm being harsh on this movie because it's for younger kids, I will throw my DVD sets of Steven Universe, Teen Titans, Gravity Falls, and Last Airbender at you. Just because something is for kids doesn't mean you get to be lazy with your work, hoping to grab up as much money as possible with your cheap imitation movie. This film, it just feels like you're taking your car keys and dangling them over your child, hoping to amuse them for a little while. I don't suggest you let your kids watch this movie. It's just too dumb, and they will hate it. And I don't suggest watching this movie yourself, as it's so annoying that you will be more aggravated than amused at how poorly it's made. Hey there guys, did you like this video? I have several more review videos you can watch. I also do Let's Plays, doing games like Undertale and Wolf Among Us. If you have a suggestion on what I should watch next, leave a comment below, or perhaps send me a message on Twitter or Tumblr. I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!